Gemini, 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 my 20 twin twins. Here's your reading, Gemini, for July 2019. This reading here, Gemini, can be used for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or North Node signs, and also to Gemini. The messages here that resonate for you today, they can be applied to many different areas of your life. So the best thing to do, Gemini, is just to apply that which resonates, apply it where it fits, how it fits, and to whom it fits within your life at this time. Also to Gemini, in terms of traditional tarot, what you have here on the table here is the Knight of Wands reversed, the Sun card reversed, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. And then for the center, the heart of the matter here, you have the Oracle card Brilliance. All right, Gemini, I'm really feeling this month, Gem. An aspect or aspects are going to come to the surface, right? But it's going to be more like, okay. It's going to be more like this, Gemini. You already know what these aspects are, but they're going to come to light more. That's what I'm kind of feeling like, when things usually come to the surface, or when I usually say things like that, it usually means like it kind of comes up like abruptly, and it usually comes up like we are aware of it as a personal individual. But when things come to light, that usually lets me know, or at least for you guys, to let you guys know that when things come to light, it's more about like it usually happens in front of other individuals or other people. So it's like a group awareness of something. So in me saying that, Gemini, I just feel like some things are going to come to light this month for you, And they have a lot to do with like maybe feeling, Gemini, that like you feel maybe like not necessarily bored, but you feel very like unpleased with something, with life, with the situation, whatever it may be. And it's like you want to start something new, you want to move in a new direction. And I feel like you're being intuitively guided to do that. And I want to say that what I'm getting here, it's like these things that are going to come to light, they're going to show you where you need to maybe release some limiting beliefs that are keeping you spiritually stagnant at this time, And since it's a group awareness, as we spoke a little bit earlier regarding what comes to light, I'm having like this vision where it's like you're in a group, like sitting around a table or something, and then this group that is aware, it's going to be like a bonding moment where they may be like, oh my God, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And then I feel like you guys are going to change together. However that resonates and however that fits into your life, it's going to be something like that, Gemini. So you're going to have, what I'm trying to say here is you're going to have support, so which is great. But then at the same time, Gem, like you want to announce something as well, but you're not sure how like other people, other places, other things, even yourself will take it. It's like you want to announce it. You really know that you need to. Oh, okay. That's what it is. You're going to announce, Gemini, like where you've been stagnant after I feel like the whole group awareness thing or situation. Oh, okay. So yes, what I said. And also too, Gemini, maybe for some of you as well, it's going to be like through the group awareness and through the group support, when things come to light, that's when then you may make the decision to then say and announce that you've been kind of an active participant within this stagnation. And also too, I just picked up that maybe for others of you, like through this group awareness, and sitting there with them and doing that of the sort, you're going to also maybe learn a lot about like where you maybe were to learn, maybe where you were not aware of certain aspects or characteristics or limiting beliefs that kept you stagnant, right? From this group awareness and from like a communion of communication. You know, Jen, because it's like it's very important to know what you're defending or what you're fighting for, what you stand for in a sense. And I'm not saying that you don't, because you do, but that as to which you stand for and that as to which you you know, I don't want to use the word defend because I don't like that word, like in terms of positivity, because we don't need to defend anything. When we feel the need to defend anything, you know, especially our beliefs, especially, that's where I'm trying to focus on here. But when we have to feel like we have to defend our beliefs and, you know, and stand up and do the whole, what do you mean? No, 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 I believe this, like the whole, you know, shebang, and then getting mad and, you know, things getting heated during like a conversation. What I'm trying to say here, Jem, is through us feeling the need to defend our truth, we don't believe our own truth at that point, because the truth never needs defending, you know? Now, and me saying all that, Gemini, that as to which we believe in, and that as to which we, let's use the word protect. I think that's a better one. That as to which we feel we have to protect in Gemini, is it really making us happy? Is it really, is it supporting us within the current reality of your life? And is it also supporting you regarding moving forward and being able to move forward in a very like fearless manner, you know? You know, Jem, it's like, okay. That's interesting. Okay, so what came through, Jem, is like you're gonna learn a lot this month, I feel, about well, like self-love and about showing up for yourself and supporting yourself in areas or in ways that you would have never thought possible or you were never aware of. That's interesting how thought possible came out before aware of, because I didn't want to necessarily say um that initially, but that's interesting. Okay, Jim. Um okay, oh, okay. Maybe Gemini during this month, be very, I say mindful, but be aware of like word vomit. It in terms of like things just kind of coming out, or maybe that could be what's needed during that time of the, you know, the communal communication, and when these things come to light around that table. I feel like I'm bouncing back and forth right now, Gemini. It's very interesting. You know, your energy is very fun and it's very dualistic like that. You know, and like, you know, just very dualistic by or in nature. You know, and oh, there's gonna be a union, Gemini, between both twins. You know, as individuals, there's gonna be a mutual understanding that's going to help you, and it's going to align you, where it's like you feel like you don't have to bounce back and forth. Where of course your two twins are always going to be different, don't get me wrong. But okay, yeah. They're going to be different, of course, absolutely. But we mustn't, or it isn't advisable, Gemini, to separate them and make them complete polar opposites. It's understandable why you may do that, or why that may be like an aspect of understanding. But whenever we separate Gemini too much, and it becomes like a polarity point, like, you know, like on a spectrum, like hot and cold and dark and light, and you know, when we start to do all that, right? We then start to, Gemini, like place a personification upon those two things, and then we tend to sometimes have moments where we choose one side more than the other, and then that's not harmony, that's not balancing it together. You always want to approach things with a neutral mindset, where you see and you take into account and you acknowledge both polarity points. If you know, I'm just saying, but both polarity points, right? Where then when you look at it from a neutral standpoint, where you don't lean towards one more than the other, you're then able to make the correct decision for you within that point in time regarding the reality, regarding the truth of the reality within the situation. Now, I'm going to get back to my main point here about the twins, right? The twins coming together, meaning when you see that they are different, yes, but you must respect the oneness in their diversity, or the oneness in your diversity regarding your two twins being the diverse of, the diversity here. So it's a very important, Gemini, this month to like allow the process to happen. And I just picked up here too, Gem, as like a last message. Like it may be a little bit confusing during this time because this shift of energy and this shift of consciousness regarding honoring the oneness in your diversity regarding your twins, like they may be a little bit confusing while that process unfolds. Pretty cool, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's go ahead and read from the Sacred Oracles, the Sacred Earth Oracle, the card Brilliance here for you. All right, Gemini, so Brilliance here is, it can speak of an underlying fear of success, where like new ideas threaten old ways. Positive change respects the past and the future. Put your thinking cap on and brainstorm. Step outside of conformity and well-meaning advice. Creative energy is generated through conversation and play. Be prepared for loud applause and the accompanying criticism. Experimentation recharges an interest. A sudden realization brings dramatic change. An inspirational thought flows into your heart and something new is born. You are focused, inspired, and intuitively guided toward success. Much is accomplished with seemingly little effort because the force of love and purpose is on your side. Your work and energy shall touch the hearts of many. Embrace your mental brilliance as part of your light. All right, Gemini, I like that. That was pretty cool. Really, 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 really nice. Oh yeah. As I'm ending your reading out here, I forgot to mention at the beginning, Gemini, any messages that kind of intuitively came through as you were looking at the imagery on the cards. Those messages were your own, or are your own special messages from, your higher self, aka your soul, and from Source. All right, Gemini, that completes your reading for July 2000 and almost at 16. Interesting. For July 2019. Go ahead and visit intuitiveperceptions.com for all of your booking and services needs. And as always, Gemini, God bless and love and light.